Before we're gonna begin of this video, I got something for a pretty bad news, and it was going to be shocking like anything as well. The most racist Independence Day is on our way for June 14, which is even terrifying as well. It's not going to be for 1 month ago, and could be for more racism and very shocking like anything around for this Independence Day. It was more accurate, popular than the 4th of July. We will not able to be reviewing for the Chocolate Factory like it is. And today we might able to fight back like those things as well. And again, for unknown patriotic racism like this, it's not going to be in the United States. It's out of here somewhere in South Asians, like hell of a kind of like those things as hell, and which is no patriotic things could be rule on to the songs, and that could be ruined as anything as well. But what is the most popular of the patriotic songs in the United States, which is not going to be over here or outside from around the world? And today, let's get on to Ace Attorney Comic Studio, which is a bit underrated as 30%, because some sort of like this, let's get on to the objection and make things a little bit for one thing as well. The cases are pretty about for some sort of like this. The judge is over here. This could be the Ace Attorneys, could be for one here, and added somewhere over here for some kind of a robotic person over here, which is owned by Capcom, and which is nothing that is just going to be for run anything array for some sort of the sprites like anything as well. Into the previous amount of like those things, it was something that was owned by Toby Fox. Anything, it was probably that we just already forgetting about here, and for some kind of cookies that I just added from the Oven Break and Kingdom, which I added for some kind of like this, such as Parfait, Cherry Blossom, Cherry Bomb, Kamiho, Hero Cookie, Skater Cookie, Zombie Cookie, there's Pirate Cookie, there's Tiger Lily, and Chili Pepper Cookie over here, Adventure Cookie, Pancake over here, but nothing over here. I didn't added something else over here. I have definitely forgot all over again. I didn't search for tripods on my internet. It's not going to be not my internet as well. I didn't search tripods onto the internet, which is I didn't remember as I started to get a little bit confusing. There must be 3D games over here for the categories, and extra stuff could be for like the plush and the plush reference, and for some kinds of the huge lawsuits like this. This is gonna be the judge. That's not the judge. But over here is going to be even for this guy or something. This is the lawyer. And nothing over here for some sort of like this. I wouldn't review for the characters like this. And here are the props like those things. And this is where that Agent Jijang, it's not going to be over here. Which means that I don't really think this is going to be it was. Languidly Chat and Cappuccino Cookie is going to stand in their way to asking why for their preference is going to be. So here are the multiple cases that actually being shown over here. Over the cases that we seeing is from like this, Japan plus United States equals, including like anything around of other countries. Overall, there must be a single weapon from Ace Attorney, and like anything as a fishing rod and anything around screwdrivers, the keys, papers, statues, or anything around as well. Oh gosh, this is all probably going to be for around here. There must be around here for some kind of this. This is going to be the one of the effects could be for pretty ridiculous as well. And that says really yowling around for some sort of like, these are probably for the elements that they could be believed to say for around here. That's saying that the guilty word shouldn't be absolutely added over here. And then the image is like this. Would it be so surprising? And this is the court where you're going to being sued, whatever it goes. And I should be able to be putting some combine soldiers over here. And this could be the judge's throne over here. And nothing expected over here for some kind of these guys over here. And unlike mini lads and other kinds of stuff, I just turn on the spoilers, where some kind of like those things would over here. And that must be for the over-prison self around anything as well. And there could be an airport, which should be, as I'm not probably sure, that it should be able to think around here. So the point insertion is over here, and some kind of like those pretty ridiculously weird stuff over here from the other kinds of like this. Well, what a red letter day for this was. And there's the office, but I won't be able to add it here. There's Gourd Lake Nature Park. It's supposed to be Guard Lake Nature Park over here, which is gonna be for definitely another kind of reference over here. And that must be, which could be even possible. It's gonna be a lot of stuff here, including for a Japanese residence, and that includes a hospital over here, and there must be a little bit anything about it. And there goes the graveyard initially that anything could be as left over here. So sometimes I wouldn't able to be added for some Kukuban characters over here, which is, I'm not going to be adding a storyline for somehow. Under 30 minutes later, I just added a little bit of bunch of studio crossovers, not anything that goes, but the first thing that I just added for somewhere as well is might more ridiculous as well. Because under the Ace Attorney's form, we just absolutely cross over into something even ridiculous as well. And sometimes that's not Elon Musk as anything is going to be. And which means that Languity Chat and Cappuccino Cookie is going to be staying a little bit for one thing as well. They must be attending inside of Ace Attorney's court. Which means this. This is actually going to be for even once a time like those things. Edit. Two presidents of the United States, probably two presidents where Trump, there must be former president, and another junior president over here, and a formal judge isn't going to be Custard Cookie II, which means that must be Elder Custard Cookie. And other kinds of like this, there were Cappuccino Cookie and Languity Chat Cookie. And that must be Obama faces over here that it just added. And some South Park characters. And nothing pretend to be it's for the Simon Cross. Which means it's Sergeant Cross. And over here, multiple police officers like this. And without combine units as this isn't supposed to be like anywhere at least. As we're going to be checking out for some kind of like this user comics that I just find out on Ace Attorney, which means I never believe it or not, which means it crossovers with Kukuban characters over here, but nothing during this lawsuit, like anything is going to be for one here. And skill issue is actually turned into some kind of even bizarrely weird. Of course, this is ridiculously weird. I have seen this already, And we're gonna be wrapping up for this video immediately, before sometimes that nothing is gonna be finding out what is going to be next around here in Dandy's world. But I won't be able to do what anything is going to be next whenever. And 2 more comic creators to go, and let's head on to Hachel's Trucking. And I wouldn't believe that they just refuse to get themselves back to Roblox games like whenever it does. Maybe I should be able to do for some kind of wrap up for just around here. The link is into the description below, and it's also going to be linked in the description on that main website over here, just like in the previous videos from anywhere it does. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to talk to you mini lads and comic studio users all later, and especially for you, their viewers, and about themselves like themselves whenever it does. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you, and I'll see you in another video when I'm just trying to find out, because that I just eventually having too much talk to do so. So thanks again, and have a nice day anyways.